back, folks. Let's play the Flintstones, King Rock Treasure Island. When last we left off, you may think that Fred's in some bother right now, what with him standing on the seabed. But don't worry, he's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon character. He doesn't have to worry about silly things like drowning or water pressure. He also doesn't have to worry about the fact that water should slow down your movements, and should also totally ruin his axe-throwing trajectory. Everything is absolutely fine. What's not fine is the large amount of enemies and platforming that we need to do in this level, because this level is where the game stops playing nice. So let's be very careful as we move forward and take care of all of this aquatic sea life, like a very angry squid, and a dancing shrimp, and a very smug-looking fish that looks like it has a horn on the front of its head. We'll throw all these axes, and we will grab this thing here, which is a Dino power-up. Now, this Dino power-up is something we may not have for very long because of this. Have you mastered Dino's jumping? Because if you haven't, you're going to get hit by the spikes and lose Dino. And I got hit by the spikes and lost Dino. Also, when you get hit, you are briefly held in place. And I got hit again. But this does allow us to move forward, and there is health a little bit further into the level. Now, you don't want to destroy this enemy right away, because you can use this enemy as a platform to avoid that spike. You cannot avoid that spike if you just kill the enemy and try and jump. The angle of the platforms is such that you just can't do it. Now, let's be careful. Deal with you, and try our best not to hit that spike beneath us and above us, because I think these platforms actually count as spikes beneath us. I'm presuming anyway, and we need to use this enemy as a platform to get over to here. Now let's grab this. It's a Gazoo pickup. That's good. Go over to here, and I think this is where, yep, this is where that health is that I want. So we're just going to wait for this angry squid to come down. Thank you. Get this, and reward you with an axe, as we now go to a scrolling area. Now, we don't want to get squished at the top of the screen, that will kill us, but there are also some Gazoo pickups that we can get here if we are quite fast. Are we fast though? Not really, so I'm going to mostly miss them, although I did get one. Am I going to get another? Nope, not going to risk it, I got one. If we had Dino, that would be a lot easier, but we didn't have Dino, so let's keep moving forward, deal with you and you. Fortunately, we can jump up to here because of the increased jumping from being underwater, and we're dealing with water currents now. Water currents are pesky. They make jumping here really challenging. So I'm just going to wait, take it nice and slow, and get all of these Gazoo power-ups. Also, look at Gazoo's very, very smug grin. Gazoo knows what's happening. Gazoo's like, well, looks like you're in a bit of bother. It's like, yeah, I know, Gazoo, I know. Can you help me out here? No. You gotta stay washed up. The puns in Flintstones were really terrible. Almost as bad as mine. Almost. Now, here is a hidden area. We want to get to here to get all of these Gazoo pickups. Enough to get an extra life that I'm inevitably going to, well, I missed that one, so let's go back in and get it. You can go into this area an unlimited number of times, and considering you don't have a time limit, you can have infinite attempts getting those there. Though I don't think... Oh, you can actually with Dino, though you have to be really precise. So, ooh, we've done that. Now let us move forward. Deal with you, not jump because there are spikes right above us, and deal with you. And you! Now, over here is another Dino power-up. You'd have to use the enemy as a platform to get it. And then we need to be careful because of this. Now, I think if we're very quick, we can do that. And there we go, we are through. Now, we could go down, but I think it's much safer for us to go across the spikes using the Dino power-up. So let's do it. Need to be very particular with where we're throwing our axes. If we get the top bit there, we should be okay, and we are. Marvellous! And I think this is another scrolling area. Yes, it is! It's a scrolling area that goes up this time. To here. Where I think there may be... Yep! Here is a boss. Now this boss, I think, just throws rocks at us. It's a long boss, by the way. It's a very, very long boss that you need to time the rocks very carefully for. And there was this much slowdown on the Game Boy as well. This game really did test with the sprites there. Also, you think it's done? It's not. This boss has a lot of stages, as it were. And we ideally want to keep Dino for the whole of it because of the ability to fire straight this way. Also, it's the actual axes that make the slowdown happen. It's alright otherwise. So we need to... Oh, have we done it? Do you think we've done it? Nope, here it comes again. Back to try and get us. Oh, need to deal with you carefully. Oh, it's a bouncy one. Don't know how a rock bounces underwater, but it does. Oh, oh no! That's going to make this a lot trickier. Because now we have to get a lot closer. Get a lot closer. Fortunately, oh! And I think we might have done it! We did do it! Ha-ha! Down to stage 6. Yabba dabba doo! TM. Also, you're not here, Dino. I finally arrived at Treasure Rock Island. That we have. Now it's a car stage! How did the car get here? We don't know! But what we do know is this is a good opportunity to get a lot of cool things. Like health! And gazoo icons. There are also some really big jumps. You can also slow down your movement by pressing left. Something that you haven't had to do up until this point. But it's quite good for this level. You need to get all of these... and move to the right here a lot. Get all of these gazoo icons. As many as we can get. We want all these lives. Can I do this first time? I'll be very surprised. Oh, come on. You can do it, Fred. No, you can't. Darn it. Back to the car stage. I don't know where it starts us off at. The very beginning, maybe? No, this is not the beginning. This is not the beginning. Oh, and straight into a ravine. Oh, Fred. You'll do it this time. At least the tires reappear. The gazoo icons don't, though. There we go. Up. Oh, no, wait, they do. There we go. Oh, this is a new area. Either way, we need to get these lives back. There we go. Watch out for jumps. Oh yes, and water. Feel like I missed something there. Probably had to jump on its head. Either way, we now appear here. A little bit further ahead. More gazoo icons. Extra life right there. Good. Straight down into a pit. Well done, Fred. I'm not actually saying well done, Fred, because it's my fault. I'm the one that's controlling you, after all. Need to get all these gazoo icons, otherwise we're in some serious trouble. Okay, we're back to falling, eh? Back to falling, me. It's the car stages that cause huge problems. Car stages are a problem. But we got an extra life. Okay, now let's be very... Oh, okay, we can... And there we go! We managed to get through. I gained no lives really doing that, but I didn't fail, and that's the important thing. Now we're on King Rock Castle. This is the final stage of the game. Also, there's what looks like a clock here. This is a very, heavily built up place. And yet it's an ancient place. I wonder what this says about the technology level of the world of the Flintstones. Can I jump this gap? Yes, I can, but it's kind of precarious. There's definitely something down here. Lots of gazoo icons. Also enemies that reappear behind me. What I want to do is I want to get this off screen like that, so then I can move forward. Got to be careful. And here's a blob. A happy blob. So very happy. Now I remember those fall. Yes, I think they... Oh, also, they fire fire. So need to watch out for them. Can I please deal with you? Need to get this health. And then deal with you. Marvellous. Below you we go. Over here, that's a bottomless pit, if you were curious. Also, you seem a bit angry. I'm just going to leave you be. Good plan. Holes in this castle, by the way. Really needs to have someone look at it. Also, it's not a bad thing to just keep throwing axes constantly as you're moving forward, because the axes are quite useful. Also, only one of the enemies from the spawners can be around at any one time, so if you have a problem with getting past one, you just need to you need to freeze it. Also, you fire rocks. You fire rocks. That should probably do. Nope. Didn't do. And that defeated you. Well, over here we go. Take two. Can I throw them like this? I can throw them like this. Okay, that's good. We're going to get closer. Then we're going to do this. Then we're going to get hit by that, which is unfortunate, but we do have plenty of health still. And I'm sure the game will give us a Dino. Not going to say no to Dino. Deal with you. Just keep firing. Ooh. A door. Wooden door, too. Ah. You'd think there's no way forward if you have Dino, but you can actually go this way. This probably leads to some goodies. Or peril. Ah, gazoos. I'm gonna move slightly carefully, because this is probably telling me to go down. Yes, it is. Also, there are probably goodies here. Yes, goodies I cannot get. Oh well, this is probably the super awesome Dino way, so let's go this way. Can I get these? Yes, I can. Can't get those, though. I'd like to get an extra life if that's possible. We can go this way, but I don't think going this way actually gets us anything. Yeah, there's nothing here anymore for us. There is that way to the left. I don't know if there's a way to the right, though. Well, there's only one way to find out. This game isn't too long. But it does have its tricky points. Okay, we have to go that way. Has this wall reappeared? Yes! Magic, King Rock Treasure Castle technology there. Now, let's go through. Bottomless pit? Possibly. In fact, I'm going to say very likely. So let's get rid of you. Then get rid of you. And just keep moving. Fortunately, having Dino here makes this pretty good. Also, Dino can jump really, really high. But sometimes jumping high is a bad thing. Sometimes it nets you a lot of bother. Now, I don't think those can go up. So we'll do this, grab these gazoos. Also, that enemy, really fast. Just gonna do this. Can't hit you either. Oh, you eat those. Right. Keep jumping, Fred. Not causing me any major problems, because the enemy isn't actually able to hurt me, as it were. There may be something down there. Either way, let's keep going. Okay, I think we're going to need to use you as a platform. Deal with you. You as a platform? Yes. You as a platform? Yes. Make that fall. Uh-oh. Lost our Dino power-up. That's kind of bad. Oh dear. Right, I don't like this, but I did manage it. Okay, that's pretty terrible. I think I only had one shot at that. No, I have two. Jump to you. Go over to here. That's a relief. I was very worried there. So let's move forward. Still more level, eh? Still more level. More platforms too. And by platforms I mean enemies. I think we need to use this as a... Ah, yes. This is a problem. Because I think we need to use... Yep, we need to use you as a platform to get over to there. Okay, now it's getting very tricky. Let's give it another go, this time with less failure, this time with better placement of these skull enemies, like this one being here, because if it goes there, then we can use it as a platform. Now, over here, there is another skull enemy, which we're going to use as another platform. If you'd somehow managed to get to this point of the game and hadn't figured out how to use enemies as platforms, this is when the game rudely awakens you to the fact that it is essential. Also, here's a dino. We definitely want a dino. We also want to get up to here if we can. And we can. Now, let's take care of you. Like that. Oh! About to say, do that, but then I completely failed. Now, let's jump up here again. Do this. Get you. And I think this is... Yep, this is where we need to go. But there are goodies here. Lots and lots of Gazoo icons. And I'm not going to say no to those. And with that, the level is done. On to the next one. Oh, this doesn't look like a level. This looks like a boss to me. Hello, skull enemy. You're probably the ruler of this place, and you're firing gems at me. These gems, however, are not especially tricky to avoid. So let's just... I was about to say they're not particularly tricky to avoid, and then I do that. And that. I think I just need to hit you a lot there. Yes, I do. Right, just need to hit you a lot, and eventually you go back down into the pile of bones. We're learning! We don't have many opportunities to get this wrong. If only you had a projectile that wasn't just firing gems at me. Then again, those gems have a bit of a large hitbox, and you have a bit of a large hitbox as well. Fortunately, with this being a... darn it! With this being a level, we start right at the boss. So let's give it another go! Can I hit you here? No. Also, with it being a level, we also do not have Dino here. So it's just Fred versus the king of the island. It's a little bit up in the air as to who this is, but they are nasty. And we got hit while the enemy was down in the bones. So let's deal with you a little bit more carefully. We don't have many more attempts. I imagine there is a 0 life that we can rely on, but don't want to have to rely on a 0 life. Now, once we get enough hits, you will start doing a... Oh, there it is. I can hit you a lot here. And that's not good, because now we only have one hit. Can we deal with you? I hope so. Also, there's one candle in the wall. Just one. Okay, is there a third and fourth cycle, or is it just this third one? I don't remember. It's been that long since I got to this point. You're moving quite slowly. And here we go! Hit you a lot! And I think that's done it! Ha-ha! You are gone! And the treasure is ours. Yabba-dabba-doo! TM. It's a scepter! Fred picks up the magical wand that will grant any wish. What wish are you going... It's going to be food, isn't it? It's going to be food. Hey, Wilma, Barney, Betty, don't ask how I got back. Welcome home, Fred, dear. Please don't ask how I got here. Find any treasure, Fred? Of course. Just take a look at this! Eee! Bomb! That's a huge bit of meat! Let's have a party, everyone! And thus Fred enjoyed a happy anniversary with everyone. Happy ending! You know, you could have wished for a limitless supply of clams and then bought that meat yourself, but no! You just wished for food. And with that, the Flintstones game is done. The Flintstones, Treasure Rock Island, King Treasure Rock Island is over. And while it's a short game, it is a very solidly put together game. It doesn't have too many mechanics, it doesn't sideblind you with too many outlandish enemies, but what it does do, it does very well. And while a few things are a little bit out there, like the whole premise of the game and Igor Stone and all the robots, to be fair, those things have appeared occasionally in the Flintstones. I mean, the Flintstones, for being a Stone Age, had a lot of tech that really shouldn't have been there, but it does what it does really well, and that is be a solid, not too tricky, not too long platformer. And I'm very glad to have finished it once again. And with that, folks, our journey through the Stone Age with the modern Stone Age family is over. I would like to see more Flintstones in the future, but maybe Flintstones has had its time, and we just have to be happy for what we have. And so, it goes straight back to the title screen. Hanna-Barbera Superstars! That Fred Flintstone is. And so, that's the end of the game. What's to come after this? Well, this game certainly had a rock theme, and I think the next game will also have a bit of a rock theme. Let's just say we're gonna have a rock and rollin' good time. Is that hint too direct? Well, it may not be as direct as you think. And so, I'm Kikoskia, and that was the Flintstones King Rock Treasure Island. A short and sweet little platformer. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.